Now, the National Arts Festival in Makhanda in the Eastern Cape enters its last weekend. Thousands of art enthusiasts converged on the town for their annual close encounter with culture. The festival, which runs for 11 days in South Africa's largest and most colourful cultural event, offers a choice of the very best of both indigenous and imported talent. This is the 44th edition of the festival, which started as far back as 1974. A total of 2,400 performances covering film, theatre, fine arts, jazz and classical music have been performed. However, a cold snap at the beginning of the week caused power outages that resulted in the cancellation of a number of shows. Our reporter Iviwe Poti has been following the festival and trying to stay warm at the same time. She joins us now from Makhanda. Very good afternoon to you, Iviwe. The last weekend, how has it been so far, and are people excited for the last few days?
A very good afternoon to you too, Peter. Definitely not so cold today, a bit nippy, but I must say, to see sun in Grahamstown right now is actually a very, very good thing. People out on the ground, at the markets, in the shops, throughout Grahamstown, in a very festive mood, very excited, very happy about the shows that are on display. As you've already alluded to the fact that there are about 2,000 items in order for people to choose. So, when it comes to variety, it's a lot. And obviously, unfortunately, it takes about 14 months for the team here to actually plan the National Arts Festival, but you cannot plan Mother Nature, you cannot plan the weather. So unfortunately that cold front, did come with a bit of a disadvantage. About 40 shows had to be cancelled, some postponed, but 40 out of over 2,000 is almost close to nothing, and I understand that they were able to reschedule some of those shows. But we're going to speak to Ashraf, who's actually going to tell us a bit more. I think, Ashraf, firstly, let's speak to the theme, and as well as there's a lot of programs, but what are some of the highlights? What have people enjoyed?
My highlight absolutely was having Stephen Cohen on the program. Unfortunately, he's finished now. Another highlight coming up today is a new work by our featured artist Mamela Nyamza, Black Privilege, which opens tonight. So I'm super thrilled and super stoked for that. Also, we have over this weekend, we've got Riza Davet's African Gothic. We've got Moving to Dance with Ukubonga in Hlonipho, which is a whole series of dance works in the Great Hall. There's definitely something for everybody. We have a phenomenal lineup of theatre for all audiences, with the Asitage programs happening across the fringe. So there's something for everyone.
And then, Ashraf, we do understand, there was a lot of negotiations with the municipality and Eskom, as well as the planning team of the National Arts Festival, to make sure that electricity is enough, etc. But when it comes to Mother Nature, unfortunately, Grahamstown was out of electricity in certain areas. How did you guys handle that?
Very well, I think. I happened to bump into Mamela, who was having her work Pumalanga presented in the Rhodes box, and she was ecstatic because audiences held up their cell phones to create light. In other places, people opened doors and the light came streaming in. So the audiences have been incredibly generous, and I think people made that blackout, made that power outage into quite a magical moment. And of course, we've had some space, some room to maneuver. Audiences have been very understanding. We've managed to reschedule, we've managed to refund, and we've managed to continue making this an amazing experience for everybody.
Ashraf, right now we're in the township of Makhanda. Very new, yes. People are still referring to Grahamstown, but we do know the name change, Makhanda. Tell us a bit about, the National Arts Festival is felt throughout Grahamstown. It's not only, in your CBD or in town, etc., but it's right through the whole community. Tell us a bit about why we are here, how we are here.
So we're in C Street in Fingo Village at the moment. The Fingo Festival is going on. So yes, there's a lot of energy and attention directed towards the resource parts of town where there are theatres and gallery spaces, but the festival's curatorial team, as am I, very interested in finding ways of connecting with the town itself, with residents itself, and we had this wonderful proposal from Mklanguli George from Cape Town to do his Theatre in the Backyard project in Fingo Village, and that's why we're here. I've just seen Is He Mad, an extraordinary, moving, affecting piece of work to be followed by Wait Linda at 5 o'clock. And what I loved about this concept is a way of embedding the work that happens at the festival within the whole of town. So we also have the Kawa happening. We're bringing home Amanda Black tonight. So in as much as this is still a national arts festival, it is now the National Arts Festival Makhanda, but it also has Makhanda as its home. And it's very important for us to find ways to build relationships and to continue having the festival embed itself within its hometown. And that, of course, is now Makhanda.
Thank you so much, Ashraf. Well, Peter, there we have it. Although there was a bit of a blackout and it has been very, very cold, we can tell you, in Grahamstown. But people are very excited. The shows have been continuing and people are actually just making alternatives to make sure that they do enjoy themselves. But for now, it's back to you in studio and we'll be with you guys later.